So we're at the Kebon Vintage Cars Bali, and this is actually down in Denpasar. And Sam's having a look around, and she thought she found a Porsche. But what'd you find? A Morris MG?
A Triumph.
Oh, Triumph. Okay, well, so there's a lot here to see, and it is actually quite good. They've set up extremely well. They've got a lot of memorabilia and bits that I'd love to take home with me. But the car I used to own when I was a very young fella, the old HJ Statesman DeVille, and I had a few LH Tiranas over the year, and it's funny how much they've become worth now. That's crazy money, isn't it? It really is. 1961 Holden EK utility. It's in not bad condition. An old EK, my goodness, absolutely. Have a look at that, 1960 Holden FB. My old mate Steve Prime, loves his FBs. I still remember, I don't know if you've still got it, Steve, the yellow one with the Stella number plates on it. That might have moved on, I can't remember, but anyway. And 1969 Spitfire Mark III Roadster. I don't actually know that I've seen that car before. It's not one I know. It's actually, and all of these are kept on off their wheels, so you know they don't get flat spots in their tyres, which is quite clever. Jesus, I mean things like this Morris MGB Mark I. You don't see many of those anymore. Something you won't see in Australia very much. Yeah, 1960 Skoda. I guarantee you won't see that. A lot of these cars, I mean, sure, they've been, there's a lot of imperfections and bits and pieces. I mean, this is not a show car museum. This is a museum of basically the date of different cars, and I mean, like that 62 Dodge Dart. Actually, paint's not too bad on that. Nice old classic. Well, we've got a 1949 1950 Triumph Mayflower. Now that's one I don't know. Not a big Triumph man, to be honest. What cars do we really love, Sam? Porsche. Good girl. Good girl. 1946 Austin. Some of these are just beautiful styling, aren't they? Just some of the different bits and pieces on them. I mean, and again, some of these are not restored, but still good examples of the time. What you would spend restoring some of these would be massive money. Not so bad up here in Indonesia. They labour's a lot cheaper, but the okay. And sorry, we just met our guide. Your name?
Wida.
Sweden.
Wada. Wida. You can call me RU.
That's all right.
Wida.
Weeda's good. Thank you. Right, sorry. And I just and Weeda's our guide, and actually she knows a lot more about these cars than I do, which is good. We were just talking about a little bit further that this 1917, the oldest car they've got here, still runs and drives, and also should be known. I'm not supposed to say this, but this is all most of it. There's 200 cars here. Most of it are owned by one private collector, and but I'm not sure I'm supposed to say that. Anyway, it is so somebody certainly has gone to town on buying a few cars, and then and guys, when you come here, this costs you literally $10 Australian. It's not expensive. 1929 Chev. Once again, like, he hasn't restored a lot of these cars, and when you own 200 cars, I imagine restoring all of them is not going to be, the first thing on your list. That's going to be expensive. But I actually like the patina on some of these, like especially that one there. It's not a bad look. I like it. 1928 Willys, yes. Some of these, yeah, he likes his old stuff. There's no question. But it's going to get more interesting because have a look out here. There's more. So this place is a lot bigger than I thought on the internet photos. I actually thought, maybe I'm wasting my time, but no, I'm not wasting my time. Some 1100E Fiats, and once again, these you do not see in Australia.
Radios here too.
Radios?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. We'll have a look at those in a minute. Absolutely. They have phone boxes, they have...
It's reproduction.
Look at all the gauges, the lights, bits and pieces. This is a true collector.
Doctor Who's phone box, the TARDIS.
Look at that, jeez. Old Holden gauges.
That's an interesting way of displaying this.
It is, isn't it? Using phone boxes, I agree. I think it's great.
They're replicas they've been made for doing this, for displaying.
So good though. Be interesting to see what they cost, you know. You could put them out on the decking with, you know. Oh, I always think of something. All right. So as we're going through here, more Fiats. So he went crazy on Fiats. And look at the badging. Like he's got a lot of badges and different things off the bonnet, hood ornaments, etc., etc. This is just crazy how much is here. But I think what you're looking at the moment, it's going to get a little bit more exciting as we go outside. There's a little bit out there I saw that looked like a couple of old Chevs that look pretty nice. But I thought it's just good to, you know, give some of the guys on the channel, you know, car guys like me, and I know this is primarily a radio, you know, channel, but it just, if you're up in Bali, the Denpasar is basically a 40-minute drive, and oh, okay. So Sam's going to show you how you can actually look at the QR code, and then it comes up and it says.
Skip the advertising. It's like
Oh, you get that ready, Sam. I'll keep going. And that's all right. Sam's just going to get a QR code to come up. But the only reason I'm being a bit careful, I'm getting low on battery, believe it or not. 54 Dodge. Look at these 50. Oh, he's got some. These are enormously collectible. Wouldn't you just love to take one of these back to spec again? Oh, wow. All right, save battery. I'm going to just pause for a tick and then get out to the next area. Something I wanted to pick up on, all the nationalities of the flags from all around the world up here, and that's a really great way to display, because all these cars come from all around the world. And there we go. Oh, and that's when you look up the QR code. Look at that. It tells you all about the car, gives you its history, blah, blah, blah. Excellent. That is just terrific, isn't it?
specifications.
Oh, Sam, you learning anything? You know?
No.
No.
Oh, and then it's in Bahasa.
In Bahasa too. Yep, fair enough. All right, let's head on out to the other area. No, come on. Tell me what sort of car that is.
It's FV special.
FV.
Yeah.
And what did I call it?
UK.
Yeah, I got done in here. She was right. I was wrong. But lovely old car. Lovely old car. All right. Which direction's best to go? Do you think that way? Ah, beautiful. Look at this, guys. This place is so much larger than you think. It is. Yeah, absolutely. They have a restaurant here too as well. This is just so good. Look at this old military truck. My goodness. 200 cars. If you live in Indonesia and you own 200 cars, you're either broke because you bought so many cars, or you have a lot of money. Oh, look at this. Look at the old Beetle. 1973 extended Beetle.
In good condition.
But look at they've put a middle section in it. That's unreal. They've turned it into a limo. That is so good. Oh, my goodness. Gee. I have to send a copy of this link to Fletch from Classic Restos. He'll love all these. Sam Fletch will love all these. He's probably been here before.
Maybe Fletch can come here.
Do you know what?
I think Fletch has been to Bali.
Oh, okay, well.
Have you been to Bali, Fletch?
Yeah, there we go. So this one's being reconditioned. They're actually on the way. They're doing quite a bit of work on this. Do you know what? Paint's not too bad. Little run. So this is the problem we find. Yeah, sometimes getting the quality of paint jobs and etc. Everything's price driven here in Indonesia. And I was about to say some very nice things about this paint job, but it's okay. But it's got some work to be done. And it may be just, obviously, still, they'll go and fix bits where runs have occurred. I don't know how you do anything in this temperature, to be honest. It is pretty hot. But look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Old 48 Dodge. And by the way, all these cars were bought in Indonesia. So this particular collector has bought some beautiful old cars, but they were all here from over the years. Oh, look at that, see. But we're going to get to some nice ones in a second, right behind these, and I think you'll be very impressed. I hope my battery doesn't run out. If this video stops at some stage, it'll be because I was stupid. I used my phone on some stuff before I left and forgot I should have charged it, but we'll see how we go. All right, now we've got some really nice Chevs here, and okay, this is getting interesting. 57 Bel Air obviously speaks for itself. My goodness, that blue just pops, doesn't it? It's just unbelievable. It's and if you need a taxi, might as well do it in style. My goodness. 56. There's a 55. I mean that's the traditional 55 that everybody wants. Everybody wants to put big, huge motors in and just go crazy, and that's just unreal. And it's converted to right-hand drive. Now that's the other thing too. I'm noticing a lot of converted to right-hand drive cars here, which, don't get me wrong, Bali is a right-hand drive country, but just shows you that some of these originally could have been delivered brand new into Bali with right-hand drive. I'm not sure. I'd have to do the history on that. Fletch will tell me. See, once again, I'm seeing a lot of positives, and I'm seeing some negatives, and you're probably picking up on them too. And some of these cars are absolutely beautiful, but they're at just various stages of work needing to be done, etc. And I don't know how you could ever keep track of this many cars. Oh, here's one of Steve's favourites, Mr. Prime. Remember your blue one? Unbelievable. But was yours? I think you had a 67, Steve. This is a 65. But you have to remind me on that. You can put a comment in the YouTube comments file. 61 Impala. They always looked a bit smaller. Still. There's probably more the colour yours was, Steve. No, maybe yours is more silver in it in the blue. Yeah, all right. My goodness. All right, hang on. Now, just in case you get into trouble in Bali, this would be the car I would choose. It comes complete with M60 and actually it's not an M60. What is that? Not sure actually. And radio. Hey there, for a radio channel, at least we got a radio with a coil antenna. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is pretty impressive, isn't it? It's got a lot of people wrote a few things on there. Couple of more rude ones. I love Kuta. Fair enough on that last one. Oh, yeah, that'll get me banned on YouTube. Righto. Okay, and let's have a look up the top there. Okay, so we're up here on the top level here, and one of the other. It's, as I said to you, as you can see, this place is just so huge. The internet does not. Which one do you want? Oh, the pink one, the 57 Pontiac. Yeah. So, can we buy any of these cars? So, along that line is for sale. Go, Sam. You go pick out a car. We'll just buy it for you, and I mean, yeah. Try and get one that works, not like that dodgy Porsche you bought. Well, I bought it for you. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that lovely Mini. That's a lovely and you know what? That is in good condition. I don't mind an old Mini. I really don't. People might say, but hang on, you own 700-800 horsepower cars, supercharged, stuff, etc. But I still think the Mini. And what did you say, Sam? Sorry. Great little cars. Absolutely. No, they are. They are. And of course, in Australia, the Mini Moke, my goodness. They're selling for big money now in Australia. I saw one go at, was it Lloyd's? I reckon Lloyd's auction had one sold for, I think it sold for $38,000 Australian. So, and to be honest, I don't think it looked as good as that one did. So, 38,000 for something.
That's because Australians used to take them down the beach and go
We used to-
dune bashing.
Take them down the beach and go dune bashing. It probably sounds right. My goodness, look at that. See, on YouTube, I can't use the F word, so that's why my goodness comes into it so much. I'm truly, you know. And Sam, Steve's was sort of that colour, but sorry, that's a 62. He had a 67, I reckon. I was trying to think 65 or 67, but I think he had a 67. I should have bought that from Steve when he offered it to me. He was incredibly fair on the price and everything, and I just had too many cars at the time. Wow, look at this, Sam. Now, we own one of these for sure. Well, that one we don't. What year is that? I've got to put my glasses on. We've got a 59. That is a... can't tell. Well, yes, I can tell because single headlight, so it's got to be earlier 50s, being the single headlight, so 54, 55. So there you go. They've just got so much display going on here. It's just, this use of phone boxes, it's just so, I'd almost love to...
They have them specially made.
Yeah, it's so clever. But, I mean, that's how you should do your cars, because you can do a walk around and put them out on the...
We need a lot of space.
On the decking. Well, we have in model cars in that size. I think we'd have probably, I don't know, 300, 400, 500. I don't know. We've got a lot of 1/18 scale. We've bought a lot of collections over the years, and we're going to go check out Sam's new pink car that's not for sale. And just so you know, yes, all these are actually up for sale. So if you need a Toyota Land Cruiser or an old Merc that'll cost you a fortune. But let's go to the pink one. 1957 Pontiac Star Chief. And I've got to say, Sam's taste here is incredibly good. I do like this. I got to say, complemented with its interior nicely. Fletcher's going to think I'm taking his job here, because he would say something like that, complimented, you know, nicely, etc. I just haven't got his voice for the voiceovers. He's the king.
You have a really good voice.
Oh, come on, not compared to Fletch. Fletch is the man. He's.
Or should I say you have a good face for radio?
I've got a good face for radio. That's more the truth. That's a lovely car. That really is. And what am I looking at here? Am I looking at a Trans Am, or I'm not sure.
Smile, honey.
What am I looking at here? I'm trying to think. Oh, it's a Mustang. Oh my goodness, You are better at cars than me. That's it. Okay, what year do you reckon that is?
1980.
80s. Wow. Yeah. See, we didn't see a lot of these in Australia, to be fair. But yeah. So they were still V8.
I don't know because not engine.
Oh, okay. Good point. No engine in that one. But look, things like the Ford F350 here. Am I allowed to ask what sort of price a Ford 350 would be?
80,000
$80,000 Australian.
Australian dollars.
Yeah, well, they're pulling big bucks in Australia, and this is very clean. Chris Dimitrovich, you're listening to me? VK3FY? That's a bit of you, I reckon. $80,000. And 86, very collectible, very collectible. You know, I don't think that's terrible money for that. I really don't. It's paint, it's very good. It's they're pulling big money, they really are. Plus in Australia though, just remember you've got duty, etc. Import fees, customs, what else? Transport fees, blah, 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 blah. Well, here we go. One on the move. They must have a lot of fun moving these cars around in here. Absolutely. And just to show you, they're running, driving, they're real cars, most of them. Go.
So this is a Vimo, and they used to use these like for taxi. Yeah. And they stopped using them because of the pollution they caused, and they don't use them anymore. But this one has had an electric motor put in, so it's now electric.
Wow.
So very cool.
It's very cool.
Look at the front. The front's very cool. And
Oh,
the
sorry.
passengers go in the back.
Oh, this one, yeah, okay. And it's electric. How's that? Very electric. See, they've even created these little garden art type entry areas that these guys have done a good job. I mean, you got to remember the resources up here are not like Australian resources where, you know, you can throw heaps of money at things and just go, it doesn't matter. It does matter up here, and I tell you, this is one hell of a collection. I'm just away. Oh, hang on, I'm just being called at the moment. I'll just deal with this. Right, okay, that was just discussing lunch, and we will have lunch here. They got chicken parmigiana, so I'll be right. Although my latest bout of food poisoning the last few days, I don't know. Just be a bit careful when you're up here, guys. Just the food, water, etc. You need to make really good decisions on, just not getting yourself into too much strife. As you see, these phone boxes they've had made. I'd love to know what they cost to make a phone box like that here, up here. Again, importing the things. Look at this, 1990. I would not have picked that as a 1990. Shows how much I know about Morgan plus 8s, Morgan anything. Wow. That's a cool little car. It's a dude car, but what year? Oh, you've already seen it. But what if you hadn't seen that? What year would you? No, same here. I don't know a lot about them. But what was it? My question was, with the styling, what year would you have said if you hadn't seen that?
I would have thought like 1950s.
Yeah, 50s, 60s. It's really taken. It's beautiful. Absolutely. So, guys, then we've got this beautiful Mercedes-Benz, which that's a classic. 53. Some of the cars in here are in some incredible condition. Now, I saw this in the video, in the photos, and I was trying to remember if it was a 240 or 260, and I'm still not going to find out because, hang on, what is it? Because the thing was, I didn't recognise. So, 250 cubic inch, Fair Lady, which of course is what, the Japanese called these things. So we're not going to... I think it's like a 240Z that was imported into Australia. In the comments file, you can tell me. Sam, you used to sell Nissan. I reckon this looks like a 240Z because it's not a 260.
It's got the Z symbol on it.
Oh, it's got Z, of course, but they called them Fair Ladies. But Sam, they were Fair Ladies out of Japan. So when we imported these, we got them across the 300 ZXs.
Is this just a Z car?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but it's...
180Z?
No, it's 240, I reckon.
240.
Yeah, thank you. 250, yeah. Very becoming, again in Australia, a rarer car to find, absolutely. A few other Mercedes as we go along here. If I seem like I'm moving through these a bit fast, two things, battery power. Secondly, not really my thing, but that's all right. And a grand piano if you get like you need to. Oh, they've got a little, that looks like a Yamaha C108. Let me just check. Is that a C108? No, it's not a C108. It's older than the C108. Oh, that's okay. No, I'm not playing piano in Bali and having people laugh at me. There's some radios over here for you radio guys that follow the channel. They've actually got a great collection of old radios here that, now not the radios that you're used to that you see me prattling on about for hours on end, but certainly a lot of old AM radios, which certainly you don't see a lot of anymore. You really don't. I'm so worried about this battery. I really don't know. I can't see while I'm videoing, but we'll just see how we go. But look at that, some classics. This chap is a collector. It's just... Now, I own quite a few of these in our radio museum, and this has just really made me look pretty silly because I don't own anywhere near as many as this. And obviously our stuff's, a lot of it, some of it's as old as this with the Eddie Stones, bits and pieces, but a lot of it's not. But what are these cigarette packets?
Yes.
Oh.
He doesn't smoke, but
He doesn't smoke, but he collects cigarette packages.
still full.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they've still got the cigarettes in them.
He doesn't smoke.
From all over the world. My goodness. Rolex cigarettes. Now, as a Rolex watch collector, I didn't know they had Rolex cigarettes. I never knew that. What
Still going to kill you though.
What I would pay for a packet of Rolex cigarettes just to have them next to the watches, that would be... Well, let's see here, and more there, so... Oh, I doubt that, Sam. I would have thought those Rolex ones are probably 80s or 90s. No. Okay, so 1960 Beetle. Superb condition. This one I'm going to put down as superb. Yeah, this is nice. Really nice. My grandfather used to drive around in one of these things, exact same year. He used to buy one every couple of years, to be honest. He'd update and Pine Line Beetle, eh? Yeah, it gives me great memories of my grandfather, and yes, he did used to love his Beetle. Yes, no question. Old Honda Accord, my goodness, how many of those in Australia do we see? Millions of them, and now you hardly see them. I suppose 40 years does do things to cars. Old Peugeot. Once again, there are some cars here that I'm, really in love with. There's other cars where I go, Honda Civic. Every young girl had one of those, didn't they, when they were younger? My goodness. Let's see. Old Toyota Crown. And the Crown was the luxury, car back in the day. You can see this is Japanese import with where they put those headlights, mirrors. And that's always a good sign, Sam. You see a lot of them where the mirrors are up front like that, and etc. And we just get through this little bit here. Old Volvo. It's like going back in time, isn't it, guys? It really is. That Rambler, they're becoming harder to find as well. Oh, if that's got a 440 in it. Is that a 440 motor in the Rambler? I can't remember, to be honest. It's okay. Oh, they are 440. It's all right, Sam. Yep, all good. Well, there you go. Beware of the kangaroo. Now, just let me check on my... Yeah, I probably can bring that out a bit. Sorry. Guys, I just realised I probably could change that a bit to make it a little bit more broader view for you. Wow. So 200 cars, guys. A lot of different accessories and bits. Check this out. I highly recommend, if you're in Bali, take the journey, get a driver, come over to Denpasar. It's 40 minutes away. It's no big deal. Looks like a Prowler, doesn't it? I think there, yeah. Ford Prowler?
It's hot rod.
It's just hot rod, but yeah, I'm just trying to think if, because they did the later model Prowler that was very much based on that, but yeah, no, that's all right. Oh, good. All right, guys, well, look, I think we're pretty close to the end of, is there? One more? Hang on, let me go to pause, and just in case you needed a motorhome, and some of these are for sale, a lot of them are for sale. This is the place to come and get, actually the little Merc motorhome would be good. I don't think that one's for sale, but I think there are other ones there. What am I looking at? Oh, look at that. Midget, MP4 midget. My goodness, that's just crazy. It definitely looks like a midget. Oh, this place just keeps going. Guys, you can never spend $10 any better than this. I mean, you know what the car shows cost to go to in Melbourne, Sydney, everywhere. Now these 782 Motors just sold one of these, and I think it didn't break $100,000, but it came close. It was very much, I think it was bagged and done quite a few things. Boys at 782 did well. They actually quite a few big sales in the last auction that just went through, and I didn't buy anything. It's terrible. My wife stopped me, although I had just bought a few cars. The 911 Turbo I just bought recently did get me into a little bit of trouble. Do you still love me?
Another stretch Beetle.
Limo. Sorry, I'm missing that one. You're right. Yeah, no, you're right.
A Beetle limousine.
Check this out, guys. My goodness. What year is that?
What year?
73.
73, wow. Oh, yeah. Ford Transit van, if you want to do the odd kidnapping or something, these are always good for that. Oh, they normally with the sides, yeah. But
We had a Ford Transit. We used to go camping in it.
you serious?
Dad decked it out with bunk beds.
Yeah.
And he had to put a whirlybird because the first time we went away with it, all the condensation dripped on us.
Wasn't because you were farts.
I think he carpeted the roof as well.
Oh, that's like serial killer stuff.
cherry, like proper red.
Oh, look at this. Do you notice the amount of right-hand drive? Did you guys do right-hand drive conversions over here, or did a lot of these cars come to Indonesia right-hand drive?
So the right-hand drive, my boss told me from Canada or from Australia.
Ah, right, yes, fair enough. Well, there you go, guys. Canada and Australia sort of originally supplied some of these, but yeah, he bought them here in Indonesia. So just to be very... 91 Volvo limousine. That's not one you're going to see very often. Actually, I quite like it. Not a big Volvo fan generally, but no, that's quite good. Chevy Suburban that could use a little bit of paint. This one they attempted to do a bit of paint. 56 Dodge. I would be stuffed if they didn't have labels on these cars. There's too many here that would have got past me. Another limo and the Volvo. He likes his limos. Ah, there you go, the old Toyota Land Cruiser. If there's a car in Australia that's just obviously always just kept on going, you're looking at it.
Mitsubishi Colt.
Where's the Colt? Why am I looking at the Colt?
It's a Mitsubishi Colt.
It's a truck.
I know.
Oh, you're happy, that's the main thing. Another Volvo.
Oh, this is a hearse.
Which one? Oh, can you get in it, Sam? Just we lay down and, you know,
Sure.
put your...
Army hearse.
Army hearse. Wow. Okay, and what were these called again? Is this the same as the midget? Midget, there we go. 46 Buick, but with a straight 8 in it. Nice. Another midget. I haven't actually seen these midgets before, so some of these are a bit new to me. An old Packard. Now there's a car. That was the family car back in the day, wasn't it? This one's gone through weird renovation, but okay, well, it's all getting there. Honda, 74 Honda. This hearse. See, some of these cars, I think the intention might be to restore in time, because there's a lot of goodness about what I'm looking at here, about what you can put together and use, and they do sell quite a bit actually. There was more on the website about just what you've seen for sale, a little bit more to that story. They will get cars in for you and do different things, and I don't know. I mean, I know the costs of restoration in Australia have gone ballistic, but the trouble of getting a car over from Indonesia has its downsides. Chevy Nova 62. Actually, I've got a radio client of mine that's trying to sell me a 65 Nova at the moment, and I'm sort of interested, believe it or not. I haven't told him that, so hopefully he doesn't watch my YouTube channel, because that's going to give it all away, isn't it? 72 Ford Thunderbird. That's probably a bit of a Fletch car. He loves those big, long, big nose thing, you know. Yeah.
Phallic extensions.
You reckon?
Look at this one. Oh my gosh.
They're huge, aren't they? These were the drug dealer cars. You had to have pom-poms on, you know, you wore the big jacket,
The
you know.
fuzzy dice.
What was the jacket you used to buy? That was all, oh, you know, like they were like a big coat, but they looked like they were, oh, I can't think of the fabric. You know, the drug dealers used to wear them.
No.
You wouldn't have known people like that. Oh, in America though. Anyway, if you think of what those, anyway. 62 Impala. See, once again, I don't know my Mercedes very well, so, you know, you'll have to bear with me there, that if I don't tend to rave on too much. And obviously the one car they're missing in this whole collection, which one is it? No, forget the Porsche, in Holden. Which car are they missing? Come on. What car have I owned?
Oh, the Pontiac.
No. How many cars have I?
HR.
HR Holden. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I haven't seen a HR Holden, so...
Is there a HR Holden?
And to be very honest, after doing so many HR Holdens, a lot of you guys on the channel know how many HR Holdens I've put V8 motors into, 9-inch diffs into, done
There
so many...
used to be a HR here.
Sorry, what was that?
A friend of the owner used to have a HR here, but it's gone now.
Oh, well, it's okay. Can't have everything. Anyway, all right, guys, it looks like we are finishing up. We're going to go get some lunch here. But I hope you've enjoyed having a little look at this incredible museum here. I I've got to be honest. I want to say this without the owners hearing me. I thought this was going to be rubbish. I really did. I thought, no, this is just going to be a big waste of time with six cars in it, because the website could be better in the way it shows. But then again, you know, if they show too much, maybe there's a strategy in doing it the way they're doing it. I'd like to see some marketing that shows a lot more of how big this place is, because that's what I really want to get across, is that there's so much identity in this place. And then to do like 782, you know, it's going down the trail of having a restaurant with, you know, 782 with Benny's. And I always say to people that, oh, sorry, what do you want to show there?
The Christmas tree.
Oh, sorry, Christmas tree.
Made out of army helmets.
What I'm trying to say about Benny and Lockie is they're building something there in Australia that I think is going to be so iconic and can't be beaten, because it is just got a flavour to it that is just changing every day. And you can't go to 782 Motors, you know, 3 months later and not see something different that's been added to it. And I've loved Benny's Diner, and I've loved all the different things they're doing. They're fantastic. And this is sort of styled very similarly on a different budget to Benny's. I'll give you that. By the same token, it's been done extremely well. Sam's pointing out I need to look at something. What am I looking at? Before my battery runs out. I actually did a thing on Max earlier, but yes, just as I was saying, how you can create almost garden art out of cars. That is just fantastic.
Just like homemade.
Homemade, really? So Max is homemade. So there you go. I think that's really good. Love the old wheels. Remember the 1926 Pontiac wheels we had on the Chief of the Sixes? What it was, Sam? Chief of the Sixes. Yeah, I was trying to think before that we had it wrong, and I just couldn't quite. Look at this Dodge truck. Guys, if I was to keep going, I'll revisit things you've already seen. But Sam, say goodbye to everybody.
See everybody.
We're
73.
We're a bit hot.
It is a bit warm.
And can I change this by hitting the button?
Yeah.
Okay, see, this is me, and I'm hot. I've got my ICOM hat on, by the way. And for those who know that I was a bit ill the other day, doctors sorted me out. I'm back on board. But guys, all I can say is please visit the museum here when you come to Bali. It is 100% worth every bit of $10. It's crazy that it's only $10. All right, all the best. Back home Saturday, so it's now Thursday, so we'll be back flying in. We're flying out Friday night and back on Saturday morning, and I've got to go and see Daniel Wallbank. Got to pick up some stuff there. So Daniel, I'll see you probably, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock, I suppose, by the time we get through customs rubbish. But anyway, I'll give you a call. And then we've got to see if we're going to pick up some radio gear. That I've got an IC2KL. Okay, let me fill you in. Radio, guys. I didn't do any radio. Daniel, AOR 5001D. Look that up. That is one real receiver, and a beautiful frequency counter that I can't remember the name of, but they are just so laboratory. And an IC2KL with AT500, which, yes, I know I'm not popular about, because everybody wanted to buy it on VK Classifieds, and I was in Bali and I bought it from there. Let me give you the trick to buying that stuff. Don't argue the price, just buy the funny thing. And as much as I'd love to pop over to Adelaide to pick up a PW1 I've just bought, I bought all this while I was in Bali. The PW1 we're making arrangements for, so I'm not going to do a quick drive to Adelaide. Honestly, I'll be very glad just to get home, back to Tangambalanga, to the Meadows Ranch, because as you can see, I'm hot and I'm tired. And this has been a great trip, but you know, getting a bit ill was a bit of a problem. And 24 hours of my life I'd really like to forget, but hey, that wasn't anyone's fault. Just these things happen. Sam got ill in the next 24 hours, so we kind of got used to our hotel room for a little bit. All right, thanks guys, 73s, all the best, and we'll see you when we're back in Australia. I've got to turn my phone off here. Cheers guys.